I'm Jason with Smile Mile Painting. My brand is Smile Mile Painting, at where we paint residential and commercial houses. As I reflect back on when I purchased my first van, I went on Craigslist looking through the vehicles, right? And I found a van for $1,800. So, of course, being a good business person, I called them and asked them if they would take $1,600 for the van. And I think we settled on $1,700. And then I went and got a can of spray paint where I painted the ladder rack, the grill, and the wheels. So thinking back to those times and to where we are today as a team, we still paint the grill and the mirrors and the wheels. Okay. And this was in 2010, where I took a big smiley face, like a 4-foot sticker, and I put it on the side of our vans. And everybody told me, that looks cheesy. That looks like a cartoon. That looks like Walmart. That looks like a dentist. And I was like, I know, but it's rememberable. And that's what I wanted our customers to do, is when they think of painting, they think of Smile Mile Painting. Also, the vehicles were a billboard, driving billboard. And this was long before the AI vehicle wraps. And I was trying to be as noticeable in order to create the brand. What was popular was to put just your business name either on the driver's door or up in the right side corner, right? And I was like, dude, we got to be noticed. Okay. So that is how I started Smile Mile. And then basically today, just operating in multiple states. I've got an amazing team of over 60 people. And it is just awesome to see the momentum and how we can benefit ourselves and our community. So today, okay, I want to help you understand what your next step is. It's just like a video game of different levels. The first one is introduction and medium. It goes easy, medium, and then harder. But there is a spot where you're going to need to start recognizing where your business is, and then what the next step is that you could take to better yourself. Well, I also want to talk to you about who is the most important in your life. Okay, a person is the most important in your life. Okay. Then I want to talk about family, team, and your community. And then with the idea that together today, we're not trying to get rich quick. We're trying to get rich for sure. I need people that love money, because that's a tool to take you to the next step. I want you guys hungry. I want you guys willing, and say, where is my money and how can I go get some money today? Before the sun goes down, how much could I get? What could I get? And what problems could I solve? And most importantly, how do we scale your business while you're in control? Okay, both personally and business, you got to be in control. If you've ever been in a vehicle and somebody's been out of control, the first thing that you want is somebody to get the vehicle in control. So, scaling a business, I don't want you as owners and operators to be out of control. Not out of control in your business and not out of control in your personal life. And most importantly, the last one, how do we stay healthy? Are you healthy today? Mentally, spiritually, physically? Are you healthy or unhealthy? Okay. And then how do we make a commitment today to maintain and stay healthy? The system that you're using today, okay? I kind of had to make this kind of broad. And the reason is I'm probably speaking to some people that have 0 employees, or maybe 3 employees, or maybe 30, or possibly 300, okay? Team members, a team, a business providing a service to your community or your state or wherever you're at, you're providing that service. And I think back to the process and what you guys are doing, okay? Is it written down on a piece of paper, or is it written in on an Excel spreadsheet of exactly the steps that you need to take in preparation for the day or the week or the month. And possibly even, are you prepared for the season? Today is August 25, and soon it will be December 25. And are you prepared for that, right? What are you doing? What's your business going to look like right before Christmas? What's your business going to look like right after the first of the year? Also, hiring. Some of you are hiring your first team member for the first time. Some of you are deciding whether or not to hire your 12th team member or your 22nd or your 40th team member. And how do you know what the right timing is based on where your business is? How much capital do you have and where do you want to go? Okay. The goal is to create teams of teams. Okay. I need you guys to be thinking about multiple people, right? If you have 2 or 3 of them calling in sick or giving you an excuse or not performing, I need you to be thinking about 30 people, or I need you to be thinking about 50 people and teams of teams going in the right direction to benefit your team and your community. Okay, so we're trying to build to scale. How do we scale out the service that we're doing, right? Whatever service that is, providing window washing, roofing, siding, landscapers, okay, home decor, and pressure washing, all these home services. How do we build this to scale? So let's talk about the order of importance. Okay, I mentioned who is the most important person? You are. You're joining. I'm looking at you, and you are the most important person. Did you know that you are more important than your spouse? You're more important than your kids and more important than your partner. And here's the reason. I want you to think about this. If you can't help yourself first, how can you help somebody else? You have to first be sane in your mind, mental. You got to control your mind, okay? I can't have you being burnt out, or I can't have you be thinking of negative thoughts about yourself, because that doesn't help your spouse or your partner. It also doesn't help your kids, okay? If you lash out at them because they irritated you because you had a hectic day, that doesn't help them at all, okay? So, selfishly, I want you to know that you are the most important person, because you cannot benefit anybody else if you don't first take care of yourself physically, mentally, spiritually. And that's why you see me here. Boom, look at this. This is how I feel today. I just feel strong, okay? Because I need to be strong here before I benefit anybody else. Second, your family, okay? I tell my team, I tell everybody, hey, this is the order of importance. I've got to take care of my family, especially my spouse, my wife. Her name is Robbie, and what a great support she has been through the growth as the business comes into items that may be favorable or unfavorable. She has been there with me and supported me in it. And she's allowed me to take those evenings, right? She's allowed me to take those extra times. And then, of course, my wonderful kids, okay? But number 3 is the team. I wholeheartedly believe that my team is more important to me than the outside community. Okay, first it's them. Okay, I've got to take care of them. I got to make sure that they're mentally good. They know the vision, they know the direction, and they are feeling good at the end of the day. You want them to go home and know that they're using their talent and their skills. They're using their skills, and they, at the end of the day, they're like, yeah, I'm badass. Okay, I'm good. I feel good. I'm on purpose. Okay. And then after that, the community. So now you can benefit your community that you're in. There's so many different communities represented. All the states. I'm particularly in the state of Washington on the West Coast, but I see people in Texas. I see people here in South Carolina, in Georgia, Arizona, Florida. That is awesome. Okay. But first, you got to get your team good. Okay. And then you can benefit the community. For instance, here in this community, we're the #1 painting company. And when somebody thinks of painting, they Google our actual name. Okay. They're not Googling painters near me. And we see that on Google. Now, it's important, no matter what level you're at, is what we did to get here may not be what we do to go there. So sometimes you've got to let go of your old systems. And mostly it's your old thinking, guys. I want to encourage you to think about, just keep an extremely open mind. And if you can hang out with kids, they have just this unlimited, like everything can be done. And ask them, hey, what should I do here? Okay. The other thing is also people that have been there before, or maybe they may or may not be older. Typically, you'll get an old wise person, but it's somebody that has already been through the journey that you're traveling. Take advice from them rather than somebody that has quit. Okay, breaking through a glass ceiling. We're representing so many different states, and I want you guys to win. I want you guys to be rich, both financially, both physical, and very successful in your relationships and life in general. Okay, the glass ceiling. Here we are. You've got a glass ceiling, and until you break through that glass ceiling, what happens is it holds you back, right? So you got this glass ceiling, you're jamming your head up against it, and it's kind of like an elevator floor that keeps going up, and then it jams you against a glass ceiling, and you're like, I don't know why it's so hard. Like, I'm missing my appointments. I'm trying to grow the business. Do I spend more money on marketing? Or do I spend more money getting my team going? Or do I buy another vehicle? What do I do? And I have broke through so many glass ceilings that I didn't realize that they were glass ceilings until now. I'm like, oh, you find a person that you put them in the right seat, the right position. They're talented. They're with you, and they actually want to grow and improve themselves. It is like taking the parking brake off of your business. All of a sudden, you're just like, oh, maybe we can buy another vehicle. Maybe we can service another location. Maybe we can squeeze in an extra $10,000 this week. Okay. And all of a sudden, that's where all the possibilities come. I started with a pen and paper, one paper, white, one little pen, and I wrote down all my systems, right? Today, that looks a lot different, which I am so thankful. But I would encourage you guys to take a look at where your business is at and what it is that or what glass ceiling that you're pressed up against, and how can you break through. And now I want you to start being able to predict when you're going to feel a pinch in the business. That might be money, capital, or it might be staff members. The goal is about efficiency, the efficient flow of your business, right? So multiple people have an access to your business, working on the same page, being on the same page with you, and headed in a direction. You've got to constantly update them, tracking all your jobs. We want to be thinking about multiple jobs, okay? Don't be thinking about the one or two that you're doing or the two or three that are ahead. I want you to be thinking about how can we get 25 jobs done this week. When you're growing, that's where the pressure points come. The pressure points on the growth, this is basically where the growth attacks first, okay? Customer expectation is mostly communication. A lot of our customers say, well, I need to know, right? I just need to know. They don't like the unknown. In fact, we don't like the unknown. So knowing and setting the customer expectation is really important. But you should be able to have a time that you set aside before your service to be able to set the expectation. What they need to do and what they're going to get, and then what you're going to do. And then that's where you have your team come in and do the service, right? You have two people doing a couple jobs, whatever that is, you want to get in, do the job, and then be done with that job. Okay, cash flow. How much money do you have today? That's a good question. If you don't know that question, you should figure out how you can know every day. Now, it will change really quickly, okay? It's always moving. So if you say how much money you have right now, I know that in 2 hours it's already changed, okay? Because you got payroll, because you got credit cards, because you got monthly bills. The goal here is to always remember that people will forget what you said. They'll forget what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. So we want to make our customers feel cared for, special, and like they're the only customer, although you as business owners are juggling multiple customers. That's where we set the expectation. And I was told and reminded that our customers are not giving you a review or an experience, right? A 5-star or a 1-star. They're not giving you that based on just the niche industry that you're in. So for instance, we don't get rated on the experiences of all the painters. We get rated on the experiences of all the customers' experiences that they have. So like for instance, if they go out to a fine dining restaurant, or they come home from a 5-star all-inclusive resort, and then they get their house painted, they're giving us a rating on their experience, right? Not just the industry that you're in. So clear communication is always better than no communication, is clear communication. And how can you do that? They're tracking their Amazon and Instacart and Uber. They're the ones that set the bar so high. The question is, are we as business home service businesses, are we going to step up to the challenge? Okay. And how do we step up to the challenge? Because I know everybody in here, you guys are already willing. Dude, awesome. So glad you guys are here. I know you guys are willing. There's so many people that are not on this call, but you guys are here reflecting on your business, and that is the best thing that you could do, is get with people that give you clues and tips of how to grow your business. Okay, your team, operations, okay? You only get one chance to make a first impression. So you got to decide how you're going to do it and how your team is going to do it. Then you have your communication. I already talked about that. Then job site professionalism, and then the final satisfaction at the end of your operation. Okay, so I have a little slide. Go to the next slide. The first impression, communication, the arrival, and then the service. Notice how the service is one column, and there's communication, and there's this whole algorithm around the service, before, during, and after. I talked about cash flow. I look at my numbers. The best example I can give you is accounting is looking in the rear view mirror in your car. Finance is looking through the windshield. It's all future. Okay, accounting is behind us. It's what happened. It's credit card statements and bills and stuff that and customers that owe you. It's all accounting. So imagine getting in your car and looking at the historics, or driving with your rear view mirror only. Okay, so research that. If you have additional questions, love to help you guys. Okay, but I am talking to a wide group, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm bringing value to everybody. Accounting and finance. Okay, also getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. This has been a great challenge for me. I've had news stations asked to put me on TV, and I've had video teams tell me, hey, I need to stick a camera in your face and get on social media. I've done selfies, and it is so hard to do it for the first time. And then all of a sudden you get comfortable with it. And I've recorded myself. A tip I would give you is, why don't you just take out your phone and just record yourself, set it up in the corner, and just record yourself doing a meeting, having a presentation, or talking with one of your teams, or working, and then go back and watch it, and then delete the video. Okay, because this will give you a true reflection on how you're speaking, body language, your demeanor, your voice tone. Anyways, get comfortable being uncomfortable until it feels comfortable. Okay, growing the systems in your business and what your business needs. The front door, basically the front desk, you have to decide what is the item that your customer is coming through first, right? And for us, it's the telephone. Here at Smile Mile, we are trying to answer on the first ring, okay? Because we know most of our customers give us a phone call and then talk about their service. It's getting close to the internet leads coming in, right? And then you have the sales department, you have your customer expectation, your service or technicians. Then in the background, you have your reporting and visibility, and your accounting and finance. Okay, this is my system and my funnel that I drew this out maybe 10 years ago. And at the bottom, you have a older couple. You have a business guy, you have a family guy, and then you have another couple there, right? And so all those customers, you want them to come through your funnel and give you a referral. And that might be through a Facebook post, that might be through a review, a 5-star review, or a referral, telling their neighbors. And your goal is to really focus on how can they go through your funnel with efficiency and be very happy at the end of it. Okay, so like I said, I was a man in a van with a plan. Today we've got over 40 vehicles. There's 160 tires, 80 windshield wipers, 40 transmissions. Okay, and it is very interesting to see how much we can benefit the team first and then the community. It's been a great journey. We're still trying to grow and push and understand how we can bring more value to the community. Now, I don't want you, if you guys are hiring your first employee or your first team member or your 7th one, okay, under 10 employees, these steps are the same to take of what we're dealing with today. How do we find and attract and retain good, motivated people that would be aligned with the business to help the team? If they come in and damage the team, it will not allow you to help your community. So you need people to come in and help the team, be a part of it. So for Jobber, the request, we have the task, all of expenses, our invoicing, our quotes. And isn't it amazing to go to bed at night and listen to Jobber saying, hey, a customer just accepted another bid at 10 o'clock at night, at 11:30, at 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, who is buying, right? What happens is everybody lives a busy life. They get to bed, they set their alarm clock, they're laying upside down, and they're like, hey, honey, should we paint the house? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Okay, great. Yeah, I agree. Yep, great choice. Let's do it. And they're like, ding. And they're like, oh, all my decisions are made. And I feel better about it. And I sleep better. But I will challenge people with pen and paper, right? I was pen and paper. I could not make a sale at 11 o'clock at night and 1 o'clock in the morning with a pen and paper. But currently today we are, and that is because of Jobber. So the goal isn't just to get more work, it's to handle more work without losing control. Think of the vehicle. The other operation, my operation hub, is we're currently using force fleet tracking. That's where we're tracking our vehicles. This has been absolutely vital to our team. And what I witnessed was my team would make a phone call during the day and they would say, hey, ring, ring. Hello, hey, where are you? I'm right here. Where are you? I'm right here. Okay, when can you be here? I'm like, what a stupid phone call. I was like, how do we eliminate that phone call? That's ridiculous. Boom, tracked our vehicles. Now they pull up the app, they can see, oh, you're running 5 minutes late. Oh, you're over there. And so today, this afternoon, we can say, hey, I'll meet you at 2 o'clock. Done. We don't have to send location, nothing. They just find each other on the map and go to the person. Okay? It's been absolutely amazing in making faster decisions. Also, our customers enjoyed being able to see where is the crew for a moment. They come into this app, boom, I can see where it's at, they can track it, and then they know. And this is all about that expectation. It's really easy to get set up. Absolutely the easiest to get set up. It's amazing. It works in emergencies. It works on events, all kinds of stuff that keeps the team on the same page. And for a fraction of the cost, I'm just able to save so much time and so much money in the team when they know where each other's at. Okay. Then my other operation is like, you got to figure out, are you an Android or iPhone person, right? Who knows? We don't want to do a poll on that, right? Are you a Ford or a Chevy, right? What's your preference? But you'd have to make a decision on Google or Microsoft. And we're using Microsoft Teams embedded with Jobber, Forcefully, and then also Quo, our AI, our phone that is summarizing and listening. We're still answering the phone, okay? We're not all AI. We're still answering the phone saying, hello, Smile a Mile Painting. What information can I get you? And we say with a smile, we say with energy, okay? We take the lead and then we shut up and listen to what the customer's need is. That's what you guys need to do. Nobody cares about all your history, okay? When they call you, they have one thing important, and that's their need, what they want. So don't try to fit in your name or how long you've been in business or all the things that are important to you, okay? Learn to answer, shut up, and listen, okay? This will benefit you, okay? It's all about getting rich, getting the money so you actually can help the team and help the community. I'm Jason, Smile a Mile. I just really appreciate and being able to provide you guys with this knowledge and this help. You absolutely, like I said in the beginning, you're at the right spot. Take a minute to reflect on your business and learn where you're at and then what your next step is. It might be a baby step. It might be a large step. It might be a side step. What we need to do is make sure that we don't take a back step. We really want to be taking steps going forward, and side steps are fine. I've taken plenty of them, and we want to provide you with some energy. So I would really appreciate if you guys follow us on our social medias, just so that you can keep in touch with us. And I want to help you. I want you guys to be successful. Honestly, I really want you guys to be successful, but not just financial. Okay. Money is just a part, it's just a tool that gets you from one step to the next step. Okay. But I want you successful in your relationships and also in your mind. I can't have you be thinking negative thoughts about yourself, guys. Let's go, dude. The community's on you and dependent on you to provide this service. Okay. So, with that, thank you so much. And I look forward to all the glass ceilings that you guys can break through and feel so good.